Questionnaire. Gonna get into the questionnaire. Let's see. Do you have any disagreements with the show or hosts? To which Lauren says Brian should eat pussy. That's cool.
I've heard you say on other ones that you don't, so I was like, that's fucked up.
Why is that fucked up?
Because
why?
it's awesome.
What's awesome?
Cunnilingus, is that what they call it?
Oral sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I just prefer not to do it.
It was like
Just a sexual boundary.
Too dirty.
No, I don't. It's not like I'm grossed out by vaginas or anything. Just sexual boundary.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you go more in depth about that? Why did you have a bad experience?
Yeah, sure. I'll give you a couple reasons. So one, there's some studies on this. So men who go down on women are at a greater risk of throat and neck cancers.
Really?
Yeah, because of HPV, because a lot of women, high body counts. And so there was a famous actor, his name is evading me, it doesn't really matter. Michael Douglas, I think.
Michael Douglas.
He had throat cancer. Mm-hmm. So yes, going down on women increases your chance quite substantially of getting throat cancer. If you doubt me, you can Google the research. And
does the same apply when a woman sucking dick? They get throat
sure.
cancer?
I'm sure that it increases women's risks, but I think that the risks are more pronounced in men. And I think it's just because I do think it's the case that certain STDs, just because of physiology and anatomy, women are more prone, if they are exposed to an STD, of contracting it. It's just kind of the reality of that. Also, the thing is, definitely, at least my prescriptive advice for men, you shouldn't be doing that unless, well, you just shouldn't do it, but you shouldn't be doing that unless you know 100% certainty that girl's loyal to you and you're in a relationship with her. If you're going down on a girl and it's like a one night stand or it's a casual hookup and you guys aren't exclusive, there's just, again, physiological differences between men and women. So if if a guy goes down on a woman, y'all could still have another man's seed inside of you and he's going down, and that's disgusting. Whereas as a man, if we can have sex, shower, and all your juices, they're gone from us. But if a guy's blasting inside you, that shit lingers for a little bit. That shit lingers for a minute. It could be leaking out hours, even days. It can leak out a day or two later.
So you won't eat out your wife, your future wife, period, sexual boundary.
And I
never,
just don't
ever,
look.
ever.
I'm a fan of labia. I only date women with ginormous, giant labia. I'm looking for the one.
Is that a joke?
Guinness World Record holder. I need the Guinness World Record holder of labia for me to be
That's your
satisfied.
fetish?
Huh?
That's your fetish?
I don't think it's a fetish. I mean, it's like women who like men with big peens.
What is labia?
The lips, the pussy lips. The bigger, the better. I'm looking for Guinness World Record status fucking labia. Okay?
Why? But you don't
and I
want
will not
her
settle
out.
for less.
But then you're not going to eat
But
it?
you're not going to eat her out, but you like it so much.
No.
You just want a big one to just look
He just
at it?
wants to look at it. He wants to.
Yes, I want to look at it, and then for sex, there's benefits.
Okay.
The main reason because of
Biggest
the
labia is
HPV
gonna have
or
other
because They
options.
have a lot of partners.
Well, it's a couple things. So that's one of the reasons. The throat cancer risk. Number two, even if you're dating a girl, she says, "Oh, I'm not seeing anybody else," blah blah blah, whatever it is, she could be fucking somebody else. I'm not saying all women move like this, but a lot of women are.
But what about the wife thing, though? She did ask about the wife thing. Would you do that with your wife?
No, but. And I don't want to
Not
get
even
married.
with your wife?
What if
No.
she's a
You're gonna get throat
virgin?
cancer from the wife.
What about her butthole?
No, still.
Do I
Actually,
him? No.
On that, but hold on. Wait, what was it? So the question? Oh, okay. So the throat cancer, the
Wait.
throat cancer, the ick factor.
You say butthole and you were like...
We'll get to that. The throat cancer, what's it called? The ick factor of okay, do a lot of women move in a shady kind of way by sleeping with multiple men at the same time? Yes, absolutely. So I don't want to be in a position where I'm dealing with a girl and I'm going to go down on a girl and she's got another dude's seed in her. Can't do it. So that's
crazy.
Boom. Even in a relationship, she could be cheating, whatever it is.
Damn.
And then
Okay,
third, I just, neck problems, don't enjoy it. You know, it kind of hurts my neck, so. And just genuinely.
So are you like seeing women who are only like that, or like you?
What do you mean?
Like that, just like are hooking up with people, or do you know them enough and then you hook up? You know?
Even in a relationship, it's not my preference.
No.
Yeah. Hasn't really been an issue. So
I see.
there's definitely women out there that don't like it or they're whatever. But
Okay, so you were getting to the.
yeah. So hold on really quick. Let me just shout this person. Dr. Brian, medical doctor. Thank you. That's Natalia, by the way. Thank you for the gifted 20 memberships. Appreciate it. Thank you. Natalia, you're a legend. W's in the chat for her. You know what, Andrew? Guys, okay. Andrew, earmuffs. So you were talking about eating ass?
Bruh.
So first off, no, for me. But here's the thing, guys. Here's what you got to know. A lot of you girls out here be eating ass. You're letting dudes eat your ass. Here's the crazy thing. It's kind of the reverse. So apparently, it's the reverse. So instead of the fear being, if you go down on somebody, there's a risk of you getting like throat cancer. If you go down on somebody and eat ass, you could, and you're the receiving individual in that situation, that can give you colorectal or rectal cancer, anal cancer, because the bacteria in the mouth you're introducing that into the anus, okay?
Yeah.
You can look this up. I'm not.
No, I believe you.
Look it up.
I
I'm
believe
telling you, but
Yeah,
look
I
it up.
believe you.
It's dangerous to receive.
Okay.
Tossing salad. If you get your salad tossed, trust me, look this shit up.
Okay, but the microplastics are gonna get you before that does.
What the fuck?
I don't know if anything's going to
Because
get
there's so many
likes to get
random
her salad
poisonous
tossed.
things.
anything's going to get you before eating shit. I'm not sure about that, but the thing is like Brian makes a good point here, right? It's like don't eat shit. That's probably like
It's not that, though.
terrible fucking idea. It's probably a terrible idea to eat shit, literally. But Brian, back to this. You're married, and your wife is like, it's our anniversary, honey. It's our anniversary, Brian. And we've been married for 5 great years, and I've given you a wonderful life and 2 children. Would you just lick my vagina?
The
Are
fuck?
you saying no to her, Brian? Are you saying no to her, Brian?
Wait, Andrew, if I answer this, you have to answer it too. Yes, I'm saying no. Yes.
He doesn't trust his
You know
wife.
what? Tell you what, Andrew. Tell you what. This is what I'm willing to do. When I'm at the stage of life where I'm already fucked up, like I'm dying. I'm on fucking hospice. I'll eat some pussy in hospice as a final goodbye to my loving and cherished wife. Literally, the doctor's like, okay. He calls her up. He's like, I don't think he's got a few hours. You got to be here. He's pumping fucking morphine into me. I will go down on a woman then. That's it. I'm already going to die, but fucking...
Poor girl.
She's going to be like, babe, the gardener's been doing it for 30 years.
I'm in my 30s or 40s and I'm going to do it? No.
In hospice, though?
Yes, hospice. I'm eat some pussy. Fine, I'll eat some pussy. I'll also maybe try some drugs. I'm about to die anyways. Fuck it.
Maybe try some drugs.
Yeah.
I'll try some drugs too. Fuck it. I've never done like any drugs really. So yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's try some, I don't know, cocaine or something.
But that might take you out. I don't
No
know.
heroin, just go
At that
for it.
age.
I'll give it a shot. But no, Andrew, the thing is with the tossing salad thing, it's not.
Okay, yeah, eating shit. That's
No,
good.
that's not it.
We know.
No. But it's not even the bad thing. Isn't for the person doing the act. It's the person receiving the. That's what gives the mouth has all this nasty bacteria, bruv, and you're introducing it into the anus, and then people be getting anal cancer,
Brian,
bruv.
I don't think you need to convince people to not eat your.
I want to
shit.
see your browser
I think
history.
that's like-
The fuck?
No,
Like,
I do
searching,
think modern degenerate society that perhaps there are people who just absolutely demand to eat your shit. I think that it is very prudent for men to not allow women to literally eat their shit, I think that that's probably pretty prudent. Like, I don't think there's going to be a lot of objection here, you know?
Yeah. Gentlemen, if you want to live and you don't want anal cancer, you can't let a girl toss your salad, you sickos. Okay,
Yeah.
good talk.
Fucking psychopaths.
Kat, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Do we have, oh my goodness. Speaking of which, guys, super chats, 99. Where were we? I forgot. Oh, is that fair? Is that reasonable? Look, here's what's weird though. I feel like a lot of girls will shame a guy if he doesn't go down on women. They're like, what the fuck? This guy, is he gay? What?
Right.
Is he gay?
I wouldn't think he's gay. It's just like if you're expecting head, like how come you're not gonna, return the favor?
They must be really good in bed if they're going to do that.
Wait a second. That's not really fair, right?
Well, I mean, it's just foreplay.
Hang on. There's perhaps all sorts of sexual preferences that you might have that your partner doesn't, and that doesn't make your partner bad because they have those sexual preferences you do not. And perhaps like an example, maybe there's a position you don't really like that your partner does. You can't deny them that. Doesn't mean that you're doing something bad by saying, I only want to receive head and not give it back. In fact, in the reverse, I actually hear this complaint more from men than I do women. Like, oh, I'll go down on her, but this chick will not suck it, no matter what. She just refuses to give head. Like, that's the more common complaint. Right?
Like, are they
Bro,
in
that's
a
a
relationship?
breakup. You can't be in
That's
that
like if they're in a
situation.
relationship or like
You can't be in a
strangers,
situation
you know
like
what I
that as a guy. That's ridiculous.
mean? Yeah.
The reverse is okay though. So anyways, where were we?
And it's not a double standard, it's just a standard.
I agree.
I think that is a double standard.
What's the double standard?
Like he's saying that girls need to get blowjobs, but
let me give you an example. Let's say that you were a woman who just loved to lick a man's armpit. Like that was your favorite thing. I know how absurd
Okay.
it is. But only when he just came out of the gym and it was like it smelled like dirty socks. That was the only time you wanted to lick his armpit and you just demanded it. You're like, honey, this is the thing. Licking your armpit just does it for me. Are you saying that somehow like he needs to reciprocate and lick your armpit?
no, but it's,
No.
Okay, I don't know where you get this stuff from. Armpit.
No, well, I'm just saying you can
Very
have
similar.
something that you're way into sexually, your partner isn't, right? And that doesn't mean that
Yeah,
it's
but when there's like an
unequally yoked
exact
sexual
like
relationship.
there's an exact like match, like oral
Wait,
sex,
but-
oral sex.
What? Okay, so what about this though?
Yeah, armpit lick.
Wait, so what
But
about?
somehow that's okay, but the other isn't, right? It's like you just evaluate it through a logical prism. Are they really being hypocritical by saying, I don't like this act doing it to you, but I like the act when it's done to me? That's not a hypocrisy.
It's not hypocrisy, but it's still like is a double standard, I would say.
No, it's not really a double standard. It's just a
I don't
single
think it's
standard.
double standard.
It's saying, I like this act done to me, but do not like doing this act to you. That's just a standard, right? What's the double standard?
Okay, I'll agree with you on that.
At that point, it's just a boundary.
What about this?
Yeah,
What about
okay.
this? So the guy doesn't want to give oral sex. It's just his sexual boundary. But the girl, she, let's say she likes to give it. But because he won't give it to her, she's like, you know what? I like to give it. You want it, but I'm not going to give it now. Do you think that that's fair?
No.
Like she's pulling back from doing it?
So he doesn't want to do it, and it's a tit for tat. So it's basically like, okay, you won't do this, then I won't do that. Even though I have no boundaries whatsoever when it comes to giving oral sex. You won't give me oral sex, so I won't give you oral sex, even though you want it, but you won't give it to me. So
I think she's dissatisfied.
Yeah.
That needs to be
Which
like
is
a bigger
petty.
conversation.
look, you can make a
You're
woman
not-
come other ways.
They shouldn't be together at that point then, in my opinion, sexually.
I agree.
Like that's like some resentment that you're taking to bed, which is
we
not
got to
good.
drop. Okay, now we got to drop the big hammer. We got to drop the big hammer on Brian here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. All
Big-
else equal, Brian.
Yeah.
Perfect woman, adores you, fat wallet, loves you to death, does
Fat
everything
what?
that you can ever want,
Wallet.
and gorgeous. Hang on. But Brian, she comes to you one night and she's like, listen, I S the P, right? and the P and the G, no problem. Whatever you want, I'll do. But just, this one thing, I need you to L the P, okay? And I'm just totally sexually dissatisfied if you don't.
Fake news.
Brian, are you gonna L the P?
Are you gonna do it?
So she's the perfect.
She's perfect.
Oh, she's perfect.
She's the diamond.
Fat wallet, 10.
No
right?
HPV.
Or at least a 9.5.
Gold.
At least a 9.5.
No throat cancer. Is there throat cancer or no throat cancer?
Yeah, bro, she's clean. She's a gym broad. She's at the gym daily.
You have a vaccine
Wait, so is it
for
like
throat
once?
cancer.
Is it just once? I gotta do it once, or
No. She wanted. She's not asking for his regular. She S the P. Like once a week.
Perfect though.
Perfect.
Perfection.
Look, the perfect woman is a rare diamond. Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Fuck it. Why?
Why not?
Yay!
But you gotta understand.
Good job.
That's like, look, I'm willing to make sacrifices for the
Really
perfect
hard
woman.
Standard though for Brian, like the perfect woman for Brian. Well, it isn't any of you sitting at the table. Let's put it that way. But the perfect woman, okay, I think that's a big concession. Brian. Big
Yeah.
concession.
Look, the perfect woman. Yeah, you got to do it for the perfect woman.
Can you describe your perfect woman?
What do you mean?
Like, tell me about her.
Tell me about her.
Yeah, what would your perfect woman be like?
That's difficult.
And look like.
It's difficult.
But you're already committing to licking her pee, and you don't even know what she looks like?
Now,
Looking
hold on.
her-
Perfect woman for like. There's different perfect women. Like there's the. This is gonna sound terrible, but there's like just pure sexual desire perfect woman, and then there's like the woman that you want to have kids with.
Give us both.
Because pure sexual desire, that's like she's short. Have kids with, she's tall and well built. Warrior children type shit. So it's like I'm in this fucked up place where it's like, she 4'11", but kind of want a 6'3" woman. You know?
Yeah, it's all about eugenics. Get it?
Gonna give me fucking warrior sons, you know?
So
Yeah,
your genes
I
don't
totally get
really
that.
Give that then. Like.
Well, I'm 6'1". I'm
that's
6'1",
totally valid.
but like if I can get with like a 6'3", 6'4" woman who's just still beautiful, right?
Yeah.
But sexually, don't get me wrong, it's still exciting proposition. Very exciting proposition still. But peak sexual experience would be this chick's like 4'10". 4'10".
Short? That's a
Short,
legal
I like
midget.
short women, petite. And I would say this is. Oh my God, is this going to get me in trouble? Wasian.
Bro, you're in it
Wasian?
now.
Huh? What?
You got to finish it now. You're in it now.
Wasian?
Oh my God! Wait, I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
You're in it, bro. No. You got to finish now.
Nope.
You can't edge your
Nope.
audience, Brian.
I'm
You
not
gotta
doing
finish
it.
this
I'm not
shit,
saying what
bro.
I'm about to say. I'm not saying. Oh boy.
I came all the way from Houston to hear
I'm not-
everything
I
you
feel
have to
like-
say.
4'10", Brian. 4'10". Keep going.
No shame. Just go ahead.
No, I feel like I can't say it.
I thought like during
Why?
the pre,
Why can't you say it?
I can't-
it
I'm
was
not
like
gonna
let's
say
be
it.
open, let's talk, let's have a great time. Are you just
Why can't you
not
say
doing
it?
that?
I'm not going to say it.
Why?
Hey. That just makes it weird. You should say it.
I can't say it.
If you're not going to say it, at least tell us
Fair.
why.
I can't say it.
Okay.
Boo.
Okay, here.
can you make a
How about
sound
this?
like
I
crickets
will.
or something?
I will ask a hypothetical question to the panel, and
just
you
answer it.
Hold on, and you guys can make your inferences.
Oh, my.
Is it wrong to prefer to have children with somebody of your own race?
No.
Is it wrong?
Okay, that's it. That was my question. Is it wrong?
No. Is that the big reveal?
Wait, hang
That
on.
was
Wait a second. This is coming together for me. Tell me if I'm crazy here, Brian, but are you saying, and you can correct this if I'm wrong, are you saying that you would prefer a white woman who has Asian characteristics, including her being tiny? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, well, then I guess you better clarify.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So you want a tiny white girl?
Damn it.
No.
These Jedi
Bro.
mind tricks are wasted on you. This is ridiculous.
I'm just saying, I'm asking, is it like, let's say, how about this? A guy, a black guy, he likes to have sex with white women, but he's like, you know what? I want my children to be black. So I'm more sexually attracted to white women, but when it comes to having children, I want them to be black. So I'm going to have children with a black woman. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Gotcha.
So just say your point.
Wait. No. I don't know what you. What?
What do you mean, what? You know what I'm. What?
Just say it.
Huh?
Eugenics.
How's that eugenics?
We're gonna.
It's not
Because you're
eugenics.
yeah. How's it not?
Hang on. So I
What's
wanna make
selective
sure I get this
breeding?
right.
You're
So
literally talking about
Brian's
breeding.
perfect world. Brian's harem. His main squeeze is a white chick, but all the babies are coming from black women.
No, bro. That was an example. That wasn't my preference. I was giving you an example. Let me get you
I feel
caught up to
like-
speed, Andrew.
Say what you.
I feel like he's like, I would want
You gotta
to
clarify.
be with an
I'm
Asian,
waiting
but I
on
want to
my
have
boss.
babies with a white person. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. You said that.
I know.
you're
I'm asking
saying
if that's what
this.
you said, or what
I didn't say that. You said that.
I didn't say that.
But
do you
that-
agree with that?
I didn't. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but
But you're agreeing.
that's kind of, sort of.
Yeah, that is eugenics, by the way.
How's that Is that eugenics?
Because yes, it is. Because
No.
you're
How?
trying to decide the genes of your offspring to be a certain
No,
way, a
that's
certain
not-
race.
no.
Eugenics is like, isn't that like on a society level, not
Not
like
necessarily.
individual mating choices?
Like dogs, breeding dogs is eugenics. Like
Yeah, but that's
Yes,
that's
exactly. Hang
external
on, actually,
breeding.
Exactly. Dogs who are being bred specifically to breed out certain genes is different than mating preference selection. Because if the dogs
Okay.
were left to breed out their own genes, they would breed with whatever female was available to breed with as many times as possible, right?
okay.
So you want your offsprings to be white.
He did not say that or
Okay.
deny
I
that.
didn't say
or-
that.
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say
I
that.
think he wants to
I'm
change
just-
the topic.
Playing the fifth.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, that's no different than when I hear kind of black liberation people say that they want their children to be black. Why is that problematic?
It's not, but when he doesn't want to talk about it, it's like, is it something that is a problem?
Well, he doesn't want to talk about it because
Because he
there's
might think it's
a
problematic,
huge
right?
amount of judgment which is set down on especially white people or Anglicans, if you want to put it that way, or Anglo people who say, I want my children to look like me. They get an inordinate amount of judgment for saying that, even though there's nothing wrong with saying that. If Japanese people say, I want my children to be Japanese, nobody would say anything about it. If Scandinavian people say, I want my children to be Scandinavian, nobody will say anything about it. But suddenly, if you're in America and you say, hey, I want my kids to look like me, you're public enemy number one. And I think that's silly.
Also, white people are kind of a minority in the world.
Stop.
Yeah, and
They are.
You get shit for like.
Well, they are global. They are
Globally, white people, if you compare them to the different races, so the Asians, blacks, I guess I don't know what the categorization, native, is that the categorization? So that would encompass like certain, like South American countries, I guess. White people are a minority.
Do you have the
it's terms of-
statistics on that? I'm just curious.
I mean, we
Yes,
could Google,
actually, I can-
here, Google world
But like, aren't Mexicans
race.
considered white technically?
If they're of Spanish, if they're of Spanish
they're all white
ancestry.
Mexicans, but they're considered mestizos.
Like I'm half Mexican, she's Mexican over here, but I'm saying like they're not black, they're not like they're white, like they're
They're
categorized.
mestizos.
Do you think that's
They're
because the
mestizos.
Is that a
culture is
race?
mainly like from other?
Yes, they consider them to be a race called
No, they're saying now that it's not, which is kind of weird because I feel like when
sounds so bad.
when we were in like high school, it was like check a box and it was like Latino, Hispanic, and now that box has kind of disappeared and it says white on a lot of things.
well,
but
actually, you make a
I-
valid point.
I
It
don't
is
consider
true.
myself to be white.
Yeah, it is true that in order to fluff how many of the white population there is in the U.S., that the census has reevaluated to try to include more people who definitely are not what you would traditionally consider, quote, white, into that category box to expand how many whites there are. That is true. Like, I'm not going to deny
Do you
that
have
that's
it?
true. But that's what's going on, right? That's actually what is
Just
going on. Is they're trying
world
to fluff the numbers.
Race breakdown. I looked it up recently. Anyways, doesn't matter. That's the stats. Minority. Whites are a minority in this world.
We're minority, everyone.
Look, and ultimately, look, if I end
Well, I
up,
mean, it's true.
if I,
You didn't want to say the other stuff, but you
What?
say that white are minority. Are they really a minority? I need to see
yes,
the stats.
white people
Okay, like
are a
globally.
global minority.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
There's more black
So what
people.
Brian-
There's
what
more
Brian-
Asian people.
Yeah. There's a boatload of
He
Asians.
wants to preserve an endangered species.
Good for you.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
And look, if I meet a fantastic person of any race and we get along, yeah, we can have kids.
But isn't it? But here's the thing: isn't it silly anyway when you think about it? When you look at all of the dating polls that come up, most people tend to date within their racial demographic. That seems to be who they're the most attracted to. So I don't even know why this is a controversial take anyway.
Is it controversial? I feel like nobody seems to mind.
Yeah, I don't think it's
controversial.
controversial.
Support you.
I definitely
Thank you.
do not date within my race. That's for sure.
Well, what is your race?
Middle Eastern.
She's,
I'm Vietnamese.
Vietnamese and what?
That's it.
That's it.
100%.
Come on.
Vietnamese.
I'm serious.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Do you speak Vietnamese?
Not at all. I don't speak a lick of it. I
Oh.
speak English only.
English only. America.
America.
America. Okay, good talk. We have some TTS coming through. We got boom. Is the audio? Can you check the audio?
Pickles donated $200. Ray
I'll gobble
will gobble
burritos
burritos
indiscriminately, but won't eat his
but won't
own
eat
wife's
his own
punani.
wife's punani.
It's true. It's true. Thank you for pointing that out.
LOL.
Guys, apparently Streamlabs is broken, so if you want, I mean, you can try it. If it's working, send it through Streamlabs, but if not, just go ahead and go to YouTube, send it in as a soup chat. We're going to do $100 up reads. Chef Dill Pickles, thank you for the TTS, appreciate it. Here we go. We have another message coming in. Ivermectin Cures Cancer says, Brian, let's say you have the perfect burrito. It's a 9.5 out of 10, easy, best one of your life. Only thing is, you got an enema? It's straight up the... Brian, would you put the B in the B, B in the B? Thank you for the message. No. Thank you, Ivermectin. Appreciate it. That was thoughtful and thought-provoking. I appreciate it. Okay, good talk.